Well, interestingly enough, Farrah is a Texas girl, and so I think it's particularly meaningful that she came from Texas. Her sister died here in MD Anderson of cancer.
My mother was diagnosed with lung cancer, and upon the initial diagnosis was diagnosed with 3 to 6 months to live.
As I said, Farrah was a Texas girl, and that's one reason, but she has a very good friend, Sylvia Dorsey, whose mother was in MD Anderson being treated for quite a while, and Sylvia got to know a lot about the hospital and the treatment center.
My mother was diagnosed with tongue cancer, and we came to MD Anderson knowing that it is the best hospital to be at.
My mom spent a lot of time coming down here. We both did, my mother, my father, myself, and you know, the days were long, all day long, but as much as she was down here, she never complained once about the staff, the facilities, how she was being treated.
The beauty of MD Anderson is the way these doctors all collaborate with one another, and they all really were able to get her through this incredibly tough time.
But she, you know, made friends with the people down here. They treated her like a friend. They didn't treat her like a patient, and it made a tough situation, you know, as palatable as possible.
I really felt that being a Texas girl and MD Anderson being the outstanding institution that it is, I really felt that this was a place for the foundation.
I happened to be in California at the time and was sitting in the board of directors was meeting for the foundation, and I happened to be in the office and was kind of along the side, and they started talking about where money was going to be funneled, or the choices, and MD Anderson came up, and you know, for what it's worth, I threw my 2 cents in.
We started talking, and there were some people that she wanted me to meet.
I became very familiar with a doctor who is doing a lot of research for anal cancer, which is what Farrah passed away from.
And I came down and I met Kathy Ng.
Because I specialize in squamous cell carcinoma of the anal canal and its treatment, and I've done quite a bit of lecturing on this subject matter, and the fact that I see so many individuals, I'm able to give the Farrah Fawcett Foundation opportunities in order to see more patients and try to evaluate these patients and to try to make a difference.
It makes me feel really good that I could help to carry on Farrah's wishes, because Farrah was very much like my sister, and I loved her very much, and I watched her during a 3-year battle against cancer. And she and I learned a lot about cancer, and we saw a lot of things that could have been done differently, that could have been done better, a lot of things that were needed in the fight against cancer, and she became very committed.
I think the foundation is part of Farrah's legacy and something that she has done for other people, and she will continue to do it.
I believe with this foundation, because it allows individuals such as myself to take one step forward and study more and learn more about the malignancy that she died from, it will open up several doors for other individuals, and hopefully it will allow us to continue to learn more about the malignancy and maintain her legacy.
We just have found a lot of a connection here in Houston at MD Anderson, and so we're really happy to be involved with such an incredible treatment center, really.
The fact that they actually had faith in our team and believed in what our objectives and our goals, we were very, very happy, ecstatic to be honest, and we look forward to working with them on a regular basis, we hope.
It's a very important thing, what they're doing, where the money's going, but when you're personally attached to it, when you've seen it firsthand, you know, you pull up, you see people getting out of cars, you see people walking down the halls, and you know, you guys are all in the same boat. So, you know, from a personal point of view, it meant a lot for it to go somewhere that I had experience with.
Oh my goodness, those 3 years that I spent with Farrah was definitely a life-changing experience for me. Not only did I learn a lot about cancer and realize that I really wanted to devote a good part of my life in helping in the fight against cancer, in her name, in her memory. You know, I felt like it was something I could do for her, and for me to be able to just, you know, give something back.
You know, there's a lot of people that don't get recognition for dying of cancer, and the battle she fought publicly, hopefully that'll bring to light all the good things that the folks here are doing.
And I think this is just one step in trying to understand more and hopefully being able to make a difference in other people's lives.
A lot of people that were battling cancer themselves would write her and say, you know, you've given us the strength and the courage to keep fighting.
Farrah Fawcett was one of my best friends. I've known Farrah since I was 18 years old, and losing Farrah has been very sad for me. Well, I know that Farrah is looking down and smiling, knowing that she's making a difference in other people's lives through her foundation. She is our little angel that's going to help cancer victims.